So let's open up some new paths and roads for the next part of our journey. Ready? So this goes onto Aphrodite's grid. We are entering the heart chakra. Now, as that incense is burning and going, let's talk about this Moldavite update for this 1010 portal coming up tomorrow. All right, so for those who are new here, welcome. My name is Tammy. This is your Moldavite update, heading on 5 years with Moldavite, okay? So whenever you're watching this video, you're coming from a specific point of view. You're watching through my point of view of this Moldavite experience. So every channel you tune in, with every person's Moldavite experience, you're tuning into their point of view. It's a point in time on what they're experiencing through their eyes. Make sense? All right, so what do we have for everyone here? Today's a portal day. Days divided by 3, 6, and 9 opens up portals into other dimensions. I love days divisible by 9 because there's so much more clarity, so much more movement coming through. If you felt stagnant the last couple of days, 9s are typically the opening to the higher realms. It's outside of our physical realm. So notice if certain people enter your life during this time. If you notice, buyers, you're selling more during this time, or if something has been stuck and stagnant for a while, notice if it moves on days divided by 9. 3, 6 would also too, but 9 is my favorite days. So something to consider, something to be aware of. Now, today's episode, I want to talk about this 1010 portal, okay? 1010 is tomorrow. If you're tuning in right now, whether you're tuning in the past, present, or the future, I can't say the past. If you're tuning into the future, back of this video, consider that there's something here for you to hear, or there's an energy for you to receive. So just be open to receive. And when I talk, there may be something that just clicks for you. That's your intuition, your higher self pulling you here to hear the message or to receive the energy. Okay, you know what's interesting? I go back to my videos. There are certain times when I just sit there and intuitions, I go back and watch your video. So I'll go back and I already know what I said in the video, but it's interesting because when I tune into my energy as my videos progress throughout the years, I noticed recently now, when I tune into my energy, I notice there's this clear connection. I don't know if you noticed that, okay? So just tune into my energy and notice if there's what do you feel in your body? I'll share with you my experience when I connect with clients, when I talk to people, and when I connect to their energy field, right? When you're opening up a conversation with someone, you two are connected. But as I tune into their energy, wherever they're stuck or wherever, their chakras closed or they're blocked, I feel the heaviness within the body, within my body. Or if you talk to someone and you just feel like a sharp pain somewhere, whether it be the heart, the shoulders, or heaviness of the shoulders, or a headache, consider that it may not be your energy. You may be picking up energy from the other side. Or if you're in a big room with a lot of people, now that is energy all over the place, right? That's why going to supermarkets, going to parties, going to big crowded areas, if you done a lot of work and becoming sensitive to your energy, then not all energies are yours. So that's a distinction you would need to become aware of when you're going through this energy work. Whose energy is it? And oftentimes we mistake it as ours and then we make ourselves wrong. We beat ourselves up for it. So maybe this is a message you need to hear. Not all energies are yours. And how you surpass that is you ask, is this my energy? Then you listen. Yes or no, okay? So something to observe, but tune into my energy and see how you feel. You feel clarity, you feel any blockages. Fair enough, it's up to you. But when I tune back into my videos, I'm like, wow, this Tammy is so much more different from the Tammy in the very beginning when I was recording my videos, right? There was still a lot of, anger from, the bad and good guys, and then what people are doing to me or how I'm experiencing. And then I go back and watch it. It's like kind of cringy, because now that this more aware, more conscious Tammy going back, it's like, wow, there is still a lot of things that old Tammy has not worked through. So no judgment, but it's interesting to observe my old self. So I still leave those videos up for those who are resonating at that point in time, the old Tammy, because there was one point in time when I was resonating at that energy, and if someone were to tell me if someone were to come into my life and say love and light is the way to go, I would tell them to shut up. When you're first starting your journey and you're like, someone's coming in like love and light, that's all you need, I would not want to be around you. Okay, I would be more like practical, like get back to reality. So that was, if you're in that phase, maybe go back to my old videos, because there was a lot of things I said, oh, the dark forces, alien attacks, psychic attacks. Well, that did happen, but I was in such a different state that I was allowing those energies to come through. So that is how you lose power, when you get down to their energy of fear, of hate, of powerless, okay, victim. That's how they get you, when you vibrate at that lower frequency. So again, if you're in that state, at the energy field, not right or wrong, you'll just resonate with those people who are exuding those energies to make you feel something, because it's resonating in your field. Now, when you've done a lot of this work and you get their games and you get like, oh, when you buy into the drama, your energy's lowered. But if you can watch it from a state of not right or wrong, neutrality, get that what they're trying to do, you have no call, you don't even have any desire to even watch those videos. So there's a few YouTubers I used to resonate with, and then now, as I progressed in my journey, their message doesn't resonate with me anymore. Okay? So what else? 1010 portal. Tomorrow, 1010 to 1020, there's a massive galactic energy that's opening up. So many of you may be experiencing this split in the road this last couple weeks coming up. Maybe I would say the couple of weeks you may feel this more intensely, but it feels like there's a detachment of an old as you're making room for this next chapter of your life. Okay, so new things are lining up for you. Now this different opportunities are showing up for you to choose this next path. And sometimes this next path is disconnecting with the old connections, a breakup, leaving your old job, selling the house, moving, whatever it is, there's a cord, right? When one cord is cut, it opens up room in your energy field to bring in new. Your house, your car, old relationships, just consider yourself as a computer system. Whatever energy you're taking on, you can only hold so much unless you go back and you clear all these junk files to make room for new updates, new downloads. Those can only come through when there's space within your energy field. Okay, so that's what's coming up next with this 1010 portal. This next chapter, new choices, new opportunities are showing up. Follow your intuition. You know what to do. Follow the energy. You know what to do. Deep down inside, you know what to do. That's the important message I want to let everyone here know today. If there is something in your field that you feel like, I don't feel like I know what to do, I feel stupid, I feel dumb, what if I mess up? Clear it. Do you agree to uncreate and destroy it? If it's a yes, good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all 9 short boys and beyonds. Okay, so I just did a clearing for you. If those are in your field, it's cleared. Remember, there's different layers we cleared, but that is something I just cleared for everyone tuning in. Okay, now, but yeah, many of you have already opportunities presented for you. This next chapter, you know what to do. Follow the energy. So that is that for the 10/10 portal. The full moon is tomorrow. We will not be having any more full moon sessions. That was the last chapter of Tammy. Now that I chose this next path, new things are opening up. Now, it's interesting because I look back at my life when I went through this whole death and rebirth of this old life as a financial advisor. You're talking 7 years financial advising, got all my licenses, college degree, like all these things that made me look good. Then the moment that I let go of those, especially the moment when I let all my licenses lapse, now you're talking about these Series 766 insurance license, all these licenses I acquired. Like one of the tests was 7 hours long. And I remember studying so hard for that. Passing it, I cried because it was a hard test. But then the moment that it was time to renew it, when I was going through this awakening stage, I knew it was something I had to let go. There was this part of, wow, this old Tammy is dying off. Like if I want to go back to that world, then I would have to redo all these tests. Like it was such a big ego death of an old identity that it was kind of hard to let go. But once I let it go, it was a huge cord that was cut. Not saying that I'm not going back to the industry. I feel like if I were to tap back into that industry, it would probably be my own consulting, not tied to any company, right? Because the company has their own cord, their own consciousness, their own energy that's attached. So if I were to ever go back, I think it would be consulting people on how the energetic of money, helping clearing their employees of their money energies, their view around money. Because if you have all these point of views, judgments around money, it's always going to be over here. If you have the story that money is hard to come by, money is hard to make, and all these stories, like the rich people are corrupted, rich people aren't happy. So this is what you call pride and poverty, okay? And I noticed this, I always thought, like, man, I know I'm gonna be rich. I know all this money's coming through. And then there's this recurrent dialogue in the background where I can hear my parents, well, originally I thought it was me, but then now digging deeper into it, it's like, wow, I've inherited this from my bloodline, my parents, that if you were to make all this money, we won't be the same. We won't have the love that we are now without any money, or the family's gonna fall apart. Whatever it is, that is pride and poverty. And when I realized that, I was like, holy crap, I need to clear this because it's not mine. Okay, so this is what I'll be working on if I were to tap into the corporate world again, is through my own consulting, helping the employees clear all that junk around money. What else? Okay, but before that, right now, as I mentioned to you the previous episode, I was working on getting really, really strong calls to make the red thread of fate, the red string of fate. And it's interesting because going back to like hand making these bracelets, talk about the universe really testing me, but I actually really enjoy making these. Okay, so let me explain to you what this is. So the red thread of fate. I'm gonna make a video on this too, but simply, this is what came through. The red thread of fate is a cord that connects two souls together, the soul mate. So now working with Moldavite so intensely, I went through so many twin flame connections that once I broke the barrier of work of Moldavite is a tektite, which is between a half earth and half space. When you can break that barrier, you enter the stars. I believe this destined love is written in the stars. Okay, so 5 years with Moldavite, I broke the barrier. Now I'm starting working with just meteorite stones, but it's interesting to observe. So what's being called for me this last week very, very strongly is to create these. So let me explain to you what came through. The red string of fate, I went through several strings, several thread, but this is the perfect one I found. And guess what? It's made in Mexico. So that was very interesting. So there's 22 knots on each side. 22 is the master number, which represents totality. It is the most powerful number. In numerology, it is the most powerful number, 22. It represents a master builder, master architect. So for me, I believe it represents when you are whole and complete in yourself. You're not seeking this twin flame energy to make you whole and complete, right? That's why it's really important when you're going through this journey and you meet a twin flame, it's very important to not get attached. A lot of these twin flame energy that comes through is to trigger and pull up all the traumas you had in past life with each other for you to heal, acknowledge, and address, okay? So when you can be whole and complete, when you heal that you love yourself, there's self-love, you know your value, you're not seeking this, whether it's love, you're not seeking stability, you're not seeking like being heard, being seen by this other person, because you yourself can generate those kind of energy. You love yourself, you see yourself. Here's the thing, do you see yourself? Do you acknowledge yourself for all that you've done, all the work that you've done on yourself, right? So when you can get past this level of twin flame connections, right? Twin flame is the yin and yang. You seek each other, become whole. But when you reach a soulmate energy, you are whole and complete in yourself. So that is the number 22, totality. 22 knots on each side. The ring in the middle is 18 karat gold plated. It represents totality. So when two souls together, when they are total within themselves, totality within themselves, they create this big ring. Pretty cool, huh? So this is adjustable. It's now available on my website, The Light Goddesses. Tune in to see if you feel the energy. I also want to share that, I share with you guys that I entered this soulmate stage where all the twin flame connections I worked through, I healed. And then lately, I've been getting these soulmate connections. Like before, the soulmate energies has kind of come through, but it's only me observing them, okay? Now, this last, I would say, month and a half, 2 months, I've been seeing this soulmate come through, and in the very beginning, the soulmate came looking for me. And then it just happened over a span of 2 months, okay? So I'm sharing you different dreams that I wrote down after I wake up. And so there's a compilation of all of them. So first, they came knock on my door. I was like, are you the one? And then the next dream was we recognize each other. And the last couple of dreams is we were with each other. So that was very, very interesting. So the last, I would say, 4 or 5 days, I haven't been seeing this soulmate come up again. However, when I made this, so this is mine right here, actually charged on Aphrodite grid as well. When I made mine, I wore it to bed. That soulmate energy came through again. It came through last night. So yeah, I'm still experimenting with this, but if you feel called for one, it's on my website. Here's the thing. I handmade this myself. So it's my energy infused into this, okay? It's an exchange of energy. When you buy it, you're receiving this made from my energy infused into this. So where I am now took me 4.5, 5 years to get with all the Moldavite. This came through. So this represents totality, completeness, soulmate energy. I'm curious to see what you guys experience when you wear this. Because I feel like my path has created a cord to connect with my soulmate. And this cord is will to lead you guys to break the barrier through Moldavite and enter the star phase of all the other meteorites. But yeah, I will have these available until November 11th, 2022. I don't know if I will make any more handmade of these in the next phase, but for right now, it's what's being called forth. I'm excited. So here you go. This is what it looks like. It's adjustable. And wear it on your left hand, or wear it on your least dominant hand when you receive it, okay? When it's your least dominant hand, it's a receiving hand. So if you're right-handed, wear on your left hand. So when a red cord, I believe, is an activation. When you wear a red cord, this is what I noticed from my monk here, Uncle Nine. He does it on all these different water bottles that were blessed. And then also my friend Candace, when she was teaching Feng Shui on these salt cures, you put a red string, you tie a red string on it to activate it. So wearing this on your least dominant hand may possibly activate something within you. But we'll see what unfolds. So if you feel called for one, they will be up on my website. Pre-sales are happening right now. I'll make them as I go. So once it's ordered, I'll make them and then send it off to you guys. But red thread of fate. Here you go, guys. Finally came through. All right, but that is all I have for everyone here today. I hope you are doing well. I'll keep this short, but I'm excited. I'm excited for this next chapter of what we're all being called to, stepping into our purpose, one step closer to this higher self version of us. It's already here. You're embodying, you're embracing it. There's just a lot of things we need to release as we ascend to this higher version, okay? All these baggages are being released as we ascend to this higher self version of us. Okay, that's all I have. Sending everyone here love and light. Sending everyone here love and light. And tune into my energy. If you need it, come revisit this video if you need to. And go check out a red thread of fate if you believe in that as well. Even if you don't, and you feel called to one, or if you already found your soulmate, which is okay too, right? This is a reminder for you that you are whole and complete within yourself. This is the energy that's infused in here when I'm creating these. So the reminder for you and for you to integrate with this energy is that you are whole and complete on your own. And that, yeah, that's all I have. Whole and complete is what we're going for. When you're whole and complete on yourself, the soulmate energy will come find you. What you seek is seeking you. Okay, that's all I have. Love you all, and I'll see you for the next episode. Can you do?